When you're working with a group of people, you're a leader in a team, and you feel like most of the time people are kind of down, they're not so positive, they're not excited. How do you boost morale of your team? It's so critical, it seems to me.
Yeah, boosting morale on your team is very interesting. A lot of people go immediately to, oh, we need to do a team building workshop where, either a ropes course or something like that. And those are very good. I subscribe to them and I encourage people to do them. But I encourage them to do them once they've actually identified what the real issues are. In most cases, you have to be very curious. You have to become a detective and sort of find out, like, what is it that's holding us back? What is it that I could do differently? And then also look at it from a standpoint of, how do I discover what this team needs? What are our patterns? We have some, usually teams that are dysfunctional have patterns. It could be around communication, it could be around behavior, it could be around a lot of different things. So really underscoring the patterns. Then what are the roles and responsibility of all the team members? And what does the team need? We can't assume that everyone in the team needs the same thing. People need different things. Also, as a leader, I really encourage you to use reverse mentoring. If you have people in your organizations that are junior staff, they may know things about technology, or they may know things about social media that you don't know, or that you could do better. Allow them to come in and lead you in that process. So mentoring and reverse mentoring has a very powerful impact on a team.
So I was just reading a book recently about Carl Jung, the psychologist, the famous philosopher, and he said to really gain in positiveness in your life, you got to be ready to go visit your dark side. Is that a process that you recommend in order for your team to feel uplifted at one point?
Yeah, I like that quote. That's what I talk about, our patterns. What are our patterns as an organization? Where do we fall off the cliff, or where do we cause harm to each other? What are those patterns that affect our ability to communicate effectively? So that's our dark side. So discovering what our patterns are we clear in our communication, or do we hedge? A lot of times in teams, people hedge. They want something, but they don't really trust that they can really express it. And junior staff goes through this a lot, where senior staff is sort of in control, directing, and junior staff, they want something different, or they have a different view. And I really encourage you, don't hedge. Just be very clear and be willing to say, if they say no, great. But hedging causes dysfunction within teams. Clarity causes teams to function much more fluidly.
Ah, I like that. So clarity will boost the morale of your team.
Yes. And
confusion will bring them down.
Yes. And the more clarity you have, and the more you examine the dark side, as you said, and the patterns, then when you do rope course, or when you do a team building exercise, the team is more functional.
Fantastic. I think that's super helpful. Thank you, Jerome.
Yep.